Dogs with funny hats, wearing bags of love and kindness. Dumb, patient and merciful are the keys to success. Let's come together and say the things we never said. It's better to look at the future with an empty head. I feel very Bob Dylan, which turned this room into a home. Too soft to rock and roll, but I like writing a poem. It's like a house of lies, so I try to enjoy it while I can. Give me an extra year to let me design my master plan. It's what you leave out that makes the truth sound different. Mistakes created while you pretend it's an experiment. I need a crown cause I feel it's all going to happen now. Am I a joker now, the focus guy, or just a sacred cow? Adolescence is a marking tool that scars you forever, and I turned in a rebel to become cool wood, being clever. While my ass was dying for a kiss, I swallowed the fire. Yes, we all got our roots, but mine has nothing to inspire. I'm always stuck, but the only place to go to is sorrow. Feeding this mouse to my snake is like a medicine shot. Now see me materialize into a two full moon. I'm a god without brain cells who fell out of gratitude. I'm 64 and still feel young enough to die before I get old. Yes, I am 64 and still feel young enough to die before I get old. Looking to be trusted while she paints her town red. Don't get too serious before she starts to freak you out, they said. She brought out the worst in me while eating me alive. She killed everything I loved in her by becoming my wife. She threw away a handsome man with no spine without a blink. Oh, bless me, dear Father, for I'm out to sin, I think. It was a hit and run, she could hardly see the face, I'm told. So am I still young enough to die before I get old? I am 64 and still feel young enough to die before I get old. Yes, I am 64 and still young enough to die before I get old. 64 and still feel young enough to die before I get old. Yes, I am 64 and still feel young enough to die before I get old. Before I get old. Before I get old. Before I get old.